You met the Chili Peppers. You met Eddie Vedder. How you do that?
I don't know. I guess like being at the right place at the right
A
time.
nice young man came up to me on the street, and then he said his name was Jack West, and I thought, well, that's just fucking unbelievable. That's such a cool name, and you're such a cool kid, and you got such a cool shirt. I bet you can sing. Without me.
And you have a song with Mike McCready as well. Do you become a friend of Pearl Jam? Who is your guitar hero?
I like Josh Klinghoffer. Yeah, I'll be having some quality music coming out. Check out my old stuff on my Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. This is Jack West here. We're listening to 5 Notas with Wendell, Correia.
Fala galera, beleza? Eu sou o Wendell Correia e hoje aqui no 5 Notas tem entrevista. Vou conversar com Jack West, um músico jovem, aí tá com 16 anos, mas já tá fazendo barulho ali na cena underground, principalmente ali entre os fãs do Pearl Jam, porque em 2017 ele tocou com o Eddie Vedder na frente de 30 mil pessoas ali no festival em Nashville. Já lançou uma música com o guitarrista Mike McCready, guitarrista do Pearl Jam, gravou um álbum com um dos produtores do Pearl Jam, Barry Jones, e agora tá preparando um novo álbum que vai sair em breve. Eu vou conversar sobre isso e muito mais com o Jack West, exclusivo aqui pro 5 Notas. Hey, how are you, man?
Good, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for talking with me. I appreciate it. I really enjoy your songs, man.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to start with first things first. You were born in Victor City, named Victor, New York State. Is that right?
Yes.
And it was on 2004.
Yeah.
Which day you were born?
October 19th.
Oh, it's coming up.
Yeah.
You were born and raised there in New York.
Yeah, born and raised here.
When music happened in your life, is there anyone in your family that is a musician?
No. I mean, I just like literally no one in my family like plays music. I just like picked up a guitar one day and just started like playing guitar. Took lessons and it went from there.
So your first instrument was a guitar?
When I was actually 5, I took piano lessons, but when I was turned 7, I got a guitar from a garage sale and I just started taking lessons and I really like progressed with it and just kept going with it. But like I play a bunch of instruments, but guitar is my main instrument.
And which instruments do you play?
Bass, piano, guitar. I'm pretty good at piano. Like that's like maybe even better at that than guitar, but I don't even know.
What influenced you to play?
The Doors, Pearl Jam. I mean, just like I really had nothing else to do. I was just like bored. Like I wasn't really into sports. I played baseball, but I always was into music and just like picked up a guitar and just went for it, I guess. But like music wise, like the Doors, Pearl Jam, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, of course, Foster the People, all that kind of stuff.
The best. Do you have a favorite band?
Yeah, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are my all-time favorite.
Man. It's my favorite band too.
Yeah.
We can talk about them later. When did you become Red Hot Chili Peppers fan?
Like 2016, when I was like 11, or whatever, 12 or 11. I just became really into them, and I met them and saw them in person. I saw them in Toronto, and I met them all, and they were really cool, and I just like really liked their music, and from then on out, I was just like a big fan.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I hope to meet it one day. I only met Chad Smith.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's the best. Did you join a band, or did you start being on solo shows? How did it happen for you?
I started with solo shows when I was like 13, or 12 or 11. Then I got a band when I was like 15, and they're all like older. They're like 21, 22, 23. And they went to this like really like high-end college where I live. That's like for music theory, and they're all like trained and really good at what they do. So they're in my band, and that's been going on for like over 2 years now. And a few of them have quit, and we've like switched out players and stuff. But the drummer Matt Bent, he's been in it the whole time, and I write music with him, and we have a good time. So.
Are you still playing with your bandmates? Is the same bandmates?
So we have a bass player. This is actually funny. Our keyboard player, actually, he's playing on Broadway now in New York City. So he actually had to quit the band, but you know, I still write music with him. The drummer, he's still in it. And then I play guitar now. Before we had 2 guitar players, and I also like played rhythm, but now I play all the lead stuff. And with my friend Brody, he plays bass in it. And he's actually my age. So we go down to New York City to practice like the show. We just played a show this weekend in New Jersey at the Pearl Jam Wishlist pre-party, which is pretty cool. So.
And you are good meeting these celebrities, these huge musicians, because you already told me you met the Chili Peppers, and then you met Eddie Vedder. How you do that?
I've met quite a few people. I don't know. I guess like being at the right place at the right time. Like I met Eddie like outside, like on the street, and we happened to be staying at the same hotel. Same with the Chili Peppers. Like, well, actually, I don't even know how I met them, but yeah, like I just ran into them. Backstage at festivals, like this one in California, Neil Young and like Imagine Dragons, Mumford and Sons. They were all walking around, so I got to like talk to all of them. Besides Neil Young, but yeah, it was super cool. So,
do you travel to see the concerts?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to like Madison Square Garden to see Pearl Jam and Billie Eilish next spring. So that would be cool. Me and my family, we love going to concerts, so it's kind of what we do.
And how was asking Eddie Vedder to play with him?
Nerve-wracking, but I guess I got the message across and he said yeah, so it all worked out, I guess. But it was, I guess it took some courage for a 12-year-old to go do that. So.
And were you nervous before you joined the stage with him?
Actually, I'd say if I was to do it now, I'd be way more nervous than I was when I was 12, but because I just didn't know, but I don't know, I mean, like I said.
And you sing the song Society. It's a beautiful song. And did you choose the song to sing with him?
Yeah, well, it was either like, we were either going to sing I Am Mine or Society, because like those are the ones I like knew really well and knew the lyrics to. And I like brought the lyric sheets to him and I was like, well, which one? And, he wasn't playing I Am Mine that night, but he was playing Society because it was already in the set list. So it happened to work out. So yeah, Society was a good call.
And did he give you any advice as a musician?
Well, I practiced with him like in his trailer for a little bit. We went over the songs. He didn't really give me advice, I guess. I mean, there was really no advice given. He just said, like, keep doing what you're doing, I guess, like anyone would. But he just like showed me how to, do certain parts that I was like fucking up, like practicing with him, because I was nervous and I'm sure I was, but we got it together.
But it's nice what you do, because I'm doing this interview because you text me on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Keep it doing that, man. It's great.
Yeah,
it's a way to know people,
Yeah, for sure.
And you have a song with Mike McCready as well. Do you become a friend of Pearl Jam?
I don't know about a friend, but I've been pretty close with their like management and stuff, or those type of people, and friends who know friends. And Mike, I recorded my last album For the Record with Barrett Jones, who worked with the Foo Fighters and Dave Grohl and Nirvana, and he knows Mike, so he got Mike to do the solo. He recorded it from his house in Seattle, and I recorded it back in New York. But yeah, his guitar is on it. I didn't meet him that time, but I met him in the past. He's super cool, but that was just over like a virtual thing.
And as you are saying, your debut album was with a huge producer, Barry Jones.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you feel, oh man, this is happening, this is really happening?
Well, it all like came together pretty fast. Like it was like October of 2018, and I messaged him on Instagram. I messaged a few producers, and he was down to do it. Like we had a few phone calls, and then like 2 months later, I flew out to Seattle for 3 weeks or whatever, and I spent like every day for like 12 hours recording. with session musicians out there. But it was super cool. Like, it was an experience like nobody like my age really gets to get. Like flying out to Seattle, like, all my friends are like, none of my friends get to do that. And I just think it's super cool that, I have the opportunity to get to do that type of stuff. And, it's just cool. It's grateful.
I'm going to text more people that I want to work with. So it's a good advice for giving me.
Yeah.
And your first song release was Old Soul in 2018, right?
Yeah, that one's old. I was like 13. I wanted to take that off Spotify because I didn't like it. Like, now looking back on it, I think it's horrible. But
really, man, it's a good song.
It's still up there, so I don't know.
Is the first song you've ever written?
Not the first song I've ever written, but first song I put out. The first song I ever written, I was like 11, and it was called "Creations of the Earth," and it was quite the song, but it was not very good. But
do you still have the letter where you wrote? How do you wrote? On the cell phone, on a paper?
That last record with Barrett, in Seattle, I wrote it, like, I have a notepad full of just like the lyrics to all that stuff and like more songs that didn't make it because, I had a lot of songs that did not make that record. But lately, this past record I've been recording for the past year, I've been all typing it on my phone, just in my notes, because I don't know, it's just been more convenient. Like, my phone's, right here, so I just type away it,
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
Talking more about the album for the record, you already told how was the process of recording it, and how was choosing these 80 songs, 80 tracks to make it to the album?
Like choosing which tracks to make the album?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we recorded, I had like 20 songs, and I recorded myself in my bedroom before going out there, like just playing them acoustically, and I sent them to him, and then he picked 8 out of the 20, which were good, which were like, he thought were, could be good enough to be, put on a record. So I was like surprised. I was like, wow, like all those other 12 songs just like go to waste, I guess. I haven't played them since, they're just like, I forget about them. But, yeah, so he picked those 8. He picked them. He was like, I think these are best. And then I went in and we like reworked a lot of stuff. Well, not a lot of stuff. Some songs we did really rework, like transform, but others we just went in and recorded them the way they were, and they sounded great. So
when the album completes 10 years old, you can release those songs live as a deluxe version.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
And then there are some, I checking your discography on Spotify, some live records, right? You release.
Yeah. I played a show in Seattle at Easy Street Records, which is it's a big Pearl Jam record store. Like, the owner is really good friends with, the Pearl Jam people, and it's in the heart of Seattle, West Seattle. And I played there. I did a record release for my album that came out for the record. I had vinyl there, like people bought my vinyl. It was cool. And, a lot of people came and they filmed it, and they recorded the live tracks of us playing at the record shop. And like a few months later, how we had the videos of it, and we narrowed down like 6 songs again. 3 of them were covers, or Chili Peppers one was one of them, Sick Love. We did that one and a few off my record, and actually one song that didn't make the record. So there is a song that didn't make the record, but we released the live version of it. So, and that one's called Bring the Records Back. So there's like 6 songs on it. And we released that in March of 2020, I believe. So, a little bit of the go, but yeah, it was cool for sure.
I'm playing your cover of Sick Love on my show. I really enjoy it.
Cool. Yeah, no, yeah.
I like it because you don't try to sing like the original ones, you sing on your own way.
Yeah. I hope I don't try to sound like Anthony, but even though I, to a point probably do, but.
No, but even like a Stone from an Slave that is on this record, you sing like your own style. Enjoy it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
And since then, you've been releasing a lot of singles on this pandemic and this crazy. And are you writing a lot since the lockdown happened?
Yeah, so the Mike McCready song is part of those 5 singles that came out in 2020. And the past year, starting in September of 2020, I've been recording an album, this past year, and that's gonna come out either like late 21 or early 2022. But I've been going back and forth to New York and like recording vocals. I've been recording stuff here. My bandmates in New York been recording their parts there. And like it's been taking a long time, but it's gonna be worth it because we've been putting a lot of like time into it, and I've been, I think it's my best stuff yet by far, and I'm really excited for people to hear it. So
Who is the producer? Barry Jones again?
no, we're self-producing it, which I'm actually happy about because I just think like I know I can, I know I'm like creative enough to like do that, and I just like writing my own stuff and using my own sounds and that kind of stuff along with my band. And they're, like I said, they all went to college for this stuff. They know what they're doing. So, they mostly do the producing, but I'm there and we all like do it together. But, but right now we're trying to find someone to master it. So hopefully like someone like, that has a name and can do some cool stuff with it. But once it's mastered, it's going out.
Yeah, that's great. And all the singles you've been releasing are going to be on the album?
No, actually, those were just like COVID singles. And then I have 3 singles coming out over the span of the next 4 months or whatever. And those will be the singles for the album coming out. So yeah, I got like a bunch of new songs that like no one's even heard. Like I got like 14 songs like coming out. So, a lot of good quality stuff.
That's great. And musically speaking, what are the difference from this album and for the record?
This one's a lot more like synth driven and pop and indie. There's a lot of, guitar stuff. We like infuse like alt rock and like indie pop stuff, and it just makes this like cool sound, I guess. A lot of those type of stuff. Like I'm trying to think of a band like Foster the People type stuff. I don't know if you ever heard of Joy Wave, but that kind of stuff. Yeah, so.
Does it already had a name title, the album?
Yeah, Numb.
Numb?
Numb, yeah.
What inspires you to write new songs? I say, I'm writing a new song now.
Mostly about like my life. Like the last record was more about like environmental, not environmental stuff, but like just about other things. But this stuff is like about me and like what I've gone through and stuff. Just a combination of things. Just like the way I've been living my life, I guess. I don't know.
And what are your goal on music? I mean, you want to be with a huge band as Pearl Jam, Red Hot Chili Peppers, or you just want to do music and live for that? I
really want to move to New York, like in the next 2 years. New York City, like Manhattan. I just want to keep touring and hopefully like make enough money to like make a steady living off of it. Like I don't even care about like being famous or any of that shit. I just want like to like make a living off of it and have people like my music. You know what I mean?
That's great. And what's your favorite pastime aside from making music?
Skiing. I really like skiing. I ski a lot in the winter, like every day, like every single day I ski because I live 20 minutes from a ski mountain. So I ski every day. I hang out with my friends, I do what I do with my friends, have a good time. I really like traveling, which goes with the music, thankfully. That kind of goes 2 and 2, like when I play shows. And, that's kind of what I do in my spare time.
And how is the city of Victor, the musical scene there?
It is terrible. It's really small. The town is like 20 minutes outside of a city called Rochester. That's like the city I live in, and I just live like in the suburbs of it. And the music scene there is like really bad. Like, I'm sorry to say, there's a lot of, cover bands that just like cover music and play these big venues and like sell them out when it really should be like, original artists who are selling out these venues, but it's not. So, but there are some good bands like that Joy Wave band. They're from Rochester. This band called Cops. there's a good few bands out of Rochester, but also at the same time, it's not that good.
You are young, but your big influences are from the 90s.
Yeah.
How did you met these rock bands from the 90s?
My dad. I got my first CD when I was 4, and it was the Morrison Hotel, or I think that's the name of it, Morrison Hotel, the Doors CD. And my favorite song was Waiting for the Sun when I was 4. So kind of, many 4-year-olds are not listening to the Doors. So as you can see, my musical taste was quite brought in from there.
Yeah, but it's the best. But
yeah.
You only listen to rock music, or do you listen to?
No, I listen to all sorts of music. Like I listen to like pop, rock, rap. Like good rap, not shitty rap. There's a lot of shitty rap out there, but there's some good rap too. But indie, like everything, like pretty much. The only stuff I really don't listen to, which I probably should listen to more, is like the 60s. Like, I could listen to some more Beatles or some Bob Dylan. I do really like Pink Floyd. I listen to them. They're more 70s though. I listen to a lot of 70s stuff, like The Doors, Pink Floyd, that kind of stuff. But yeah.
The best you've been listening to. Do you know any Brazilian music?
Oh, no, but I do know, I don't know if you heard of them, that Black Circle that Pearl Jam cover band. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they're from Brazil, or are they from Brazil?
I think they are.
Yeah. They do a good job. I know they're a cover band, but they do a good job at what they do. And he sounds like Eddie Vedder, exactly. But yeah, I don't know like any like deep roots Brazilian music, but I'm sure it's pretty solid stuff.
Yeah, it's more dancing stuff. Music to dance,
Yeah. Which is cool. I don't mind that.
And I have some quick questions about music to do for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
The first music you remember hearing?
Love Boat Captain by Pearl Jam.
The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. And what was the first record you ever bought?
Oh God. I'm pretty sure.
Do you buy records or your own?
Yeah, no, I have a bunch of records. Yeah. I have like a bunch. I'm pretty sure it was either a Pink Floyd record. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Dark Side of the Moon. Pretty positive.
Do you have a collection of vinyl CDs? What do you have?
Yeah, I have quite a large collection, actually. Well, it's a good size for me, at least. I don't know about you, but I have a good amount of stuff in there.
I have some vinyl CDs. I can't give it away.
Yeah, right.
And the greatest album of all time, in your opinion?
It's gonna be my biased opinion, but I think, God, that's just a hard question. Obviously, I know everyone would say like a Beatles album or whatever, but I think I really like Stadium Arcadium.
Yeah.
I think it's a great album. I think Snow and all that, and like Charlie and all that stuff is great.
Yeah, good answer. I really enjoy it. And your favorite songwriter?
I like what Billie Eilish does. I know it's kind of a dumb answer, but she just blew up from writing her own stuff. Yeah, trying to think of like some other people that I really enjoy their songwriting.
I believe you have a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I just have to look at my Spotify list and I could name them all off. But there's a lot of good songwriters out there.
And who is your guitar hero?
I like Josh Klinghoffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him over John. I know you're probably gonna say you like John over Josh, but
I really love Josh, but John Frusciante is John Frusciante,
Yeah, really. I don't know. I've met Josh a lot over the years. Like I actually was with him like 3 days ago in New Jersey. I met him. Like I talked to him for a little bit, but I really like Josh. I know he's out of it, and now he's like touring with Pearl Jam, which is cool. But I just like The Getaway is also probably my second favorite, like Red Hot Chili Pepper album.
You remind me, Josh Klinghoffer, the way you are.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
I see his interviews and stuff, and I'm like, I can see that.
Yeah, and when you are on stage, it seems like you are not shy.
Yeah, when I'm on stage, I'm not.
Exactly like Josh. Do you enjoy Plur one?
Yeah, I like them. I'm seeing them next week or this weekend at Ohana Festival in LA, and Pearl Jam's headlining it, so that should be fun.
Yeah, man. I want to interview him from a lot of years. Let him know that I exist, please.
Yeah, no, that'd be super cool to interview Josh.
He's great, man. And the first concert you've ever went?
I mean, when I was five, I went to the Jonas Brothers. But when I was 6, I went to Pearl Jam for the first time, so it makes up for that shitty concert, you know. It was the Jonas Brothers and Big Time Rush.
And I'm curious, what means the 32 on your Instagram account? What means this 32?
Oh, when I played baseball, it was my baseball number. Yeah, so there you go.
No, you don't have any particular reason for that, just the number.
Yeah, it was just my number for a long time. Before, it was Jack West 19, which was also my baseball number. Those were my 2 baseball numbers. So, and then I changed it to 32. But I haven't played baseball in like 3 years. So,
are you a big fan of sports?
No, I mean, I don't watch any sports or play any sports anymore. I just like ski and like skateboard, and I like to try to surf. But that's about it.
Is there anything I didn't ask you want to tell for your fans? Talk about the future?
I guess that I'll be having some quality music coming out, and that you should follow my Facebook and Instagram, JackWest32, and you should check out my old stuff on my Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and yeah, just stay up to date.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And when you are in Brazil, let me know, man.
Oh, I'm hopefully like someday. Like I'm sure someday I'll be doing some festival down there. Maybe like
yeah.
I don't know.
Lollapalooza would be a good one for you.
My friend who's my age, who's 16, he's in a band called The Alive, and he played Lollapalooza like 2 years ago. So that's pretty cool.
You are doing 18 now, right? Next year.
I'm 16. I turned 17 in October.
So you only came play in Brazil in 2023.
Yeah.
You have to be in T. But you come soon.
Yeah, come soon. I'll come soon.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. See ya.
See ya. Thank you.